when it came out about the internalized gangs within the sheriff's department, and then some of these logos behind them. One of the main logos that they really championed behind since 1970 is the Fort Apache logo. In the end of August 1970 in Laguna Park, the community came together in protest of the Vietnam War and other issues that were affecting the Mexicans and the Chicanos at the time. At that time, it was a big peaceful protest, children, families, and the sheriff's department in collaboration with LAPD attacked this crowd. They said, apparently, according to them, there was a liquor store that was robbed several miles away from where this peaceful protest was taking place. They believed the suspect ran into the park, and based on that, they sicked dogs on women. They shot gas. There's photos of them billy clubbing women, attacking a peaceful crowd with their little children doing folklorical dancing, and they just totally attacked this crowd. The crowd went to the streets, and then they began burning and looting. Ruben Salazar at the time, who was a journalist that was actually exposing two brothers that were killed in the sheriff's and the LA Times. And it just happened to be coincidentally that Ruben Salazar left this protest and he went into a bar at least 2 miles away from where the protest originated, a bar called the Silver Dollar. And when he went into that bar, for whatever reason, the sheriff said they had to clear out that bar. They shot gas into that bar. People came out of the bar because of the gas. They said they couldn't go into the gas cleared, and when they went in, miraculously, by accident, so according to them, they found Ruben Salazar happened to be killed. He died, he bled out with no medical attention. After that event, that's when they introduced the Fort Apache. And so if you look at the Fort Apache, if you ever see the logo, it's in a circle. It says Fort Apache on top. In the center, there's a boot, and it has a riot sheriff's helmet halfway on that boot. In the boot, it has number 3. And in bottom, there's a Spanish caption that says, Siempre una patada para tus pantalones. And then below that says low profile. A lot of people don't know in Spanish when that term's used, it's actually by saying a kick to the balls. Like I'm kicking you to the pants, I'm kicking you in your balls. You know, again, why is that on the logo? According to Villanueva, he said they put it because it means it's a fun job. But it doesn't translate to a fun job in Spanish. So the literal translation means a kick to your pants. And then the low profile, they said they put that because that day when they were being deployed to the streets, the marching order of their superior captain that day, when they asked him, what do we do, Captain? He said, well, we maintain a low profile. And they said, well, how low? And then supposedly he put this riot helmet on the boot. And that's why it's a low profile. There's never been a need for a low profile to begin with. You start dissecting the racism, the extreme racism behind this logo. When you see the Fort Apache, the original Fort Apache was a fort that was established in the 1800s during the U.S. and Apache Wars. This group put this on their logo proudly, and they said, well, we put it because there's a movie called Forte Apache, and John Wayne is in this movie Forte Apache. Would it have been accepted if they called it Guns and Navarro and they would have had a swastika on that logo? It would have not have been accepted. It's a horrible history. The legacy of the Nazis against the Jewish people on the concentration camps is the same legacy that the U.S. and the cavalry had with the Apache people in these forts. It would not be accepted. But yet they're claiming ignorance, and they're putting this Fort Apache logo based supposedly on this Western movie. But now that they know the facts, extremely know the facts, so many people have found it out, they're yet to still remove this. And that's why they put the boot with the riot helmet, because it was a riot basically that they provoked by rushing these peaceful crowd, these peaceful people, and actually killed like 4 people that day. If you look at the history, well, then it's the cavalry against the hostile Apaches. So you're still saying it's us against them. It's them against the community. And they're seeing the community apparently as a bunch of hostile Apache natives, basically acknowledging that it's an us and them mentality. And they're coming with force and aggression to this community. And they wear it with pride. No other community would accept this kind of blatant racism in their face, and this kind of connection to a symbol of our trauma, of our horror and our genocide. Nobody would accept that. Nobody. And I'm at the point where I don't believe we should accept it anymore, any longer. That symbol should completely be dismantled and annihilated and not exist in any shape or form in that department.